Well, moving on now, and parents posting pictures of their children on social media may seem like a harmless way to share special moments, but they're being warned to rethink what they publish online. Authorities in France are now slapping parents with fines of up to $64,000 and threatening jail terms if convicted of publicising intimate details of their kids without their consent. Well, we're joined now by Dr. Joanne Orlando from the University of Western Sydney. Dr. Orlando, thank you very much for joining us today. These French laws seem quite extreme. Do you think that we would ever see anything like that here in Australia?
Well, France have set the precedence here. They're the first country in the world to have put down these laws around social media. But Australia, we are massive users of social media. We've got 15 million Facebook accounts, 5 million Instagram accounts. So I think in terms of opening up these long-term implications might actually happen. So it might just lead to new ideas, new developments and possibly new laws in Australia and other countries around the world.
Do you know if France has successfully prosecuted any of these laws?
Not as far as I know, but that would also depend on how well they're going to publicise the prosecution of people who are breaking these laws, but not as far as I know.
OK, so what are the current laws here surrounding what parents can post of their kids online?
So at the moment we have laws around protecting young people, so up to the age of 25, their online content. So often we think about that in terms of anything of a sexual nature, anything that might implicate young people in terms of crimes, and we have the E-Safety Commissioner who's set up to deal with that, and it's often around the umbrella of cyberbullying, and we often think of child against child but we haven't necessarily thought of this as an issue that children can face, that in the long term, something their parents have posted online is something that they don't want part of their life and they don't want out there on the internet and cyberspace.
So by the age of 5, a child has quite a strong digital character, if you like, online, not thanks to anything really they've done directly, but thanks to their parents.
No, it's incredible. I think we are surprised about how much we actually post online. On average, parents of children 5 and under post about 200 photos of their child online every year. So by the time a child is 5, that's about 1,000 photos out there in social media, out there for people to look at.
So what you would think, though, parents posting these images really have their children's best interest at heart. Where can it go wrong?
That's right, they do. It's not a malicious intent, it's really just sharing the wonderful things about their family, and normally that's what it's about. It can go wrong when they're posting things about their child that could be embarrassing for the child, either now or in the future. So it could be their child having a temper tantrum or doing something that we might think is really cute or we might think is completely frustrating and want to share it. But for the child, in terms of having that out there for other people to see, now, 5 years' time, 10 years' time, it has huge implications for their identity online and also their identity of who they are just in the world, in the physical world.
So how do you solve the problem?
It's hard, because embarrassing to one person is not necessarily embarrassing to another person.
Could be funny to someone else.
That's right. So I think we need to err on the side of caution. So posting photos that give a positive message about our children, that don't necessarily have any kind of embarrassment factors. None of those baby in the bath sort of photos or child crying or anything like that. Ones that promote a positive message. And if you do want to share those other family moments, maybe social media isn't the place. Maybe it's a phone call when you're visiting family or friends. It's a different kind of medium for talking about those sort of events.
So when would you suggest asking your child if it's okay with them to post something online?
That's right. Well, a six-month-old, it can be difficult. So then you need to have parent discretion. Go for positive, go for cautious. I think from the time about a child is about 4, maybe 3, depending on how articulate they are, they'll know if they like that photo or not. Or just ask them to pick 2 photos that they like that you might post up online.
Just being respectful.
That's right. And it's also about creating an idea of what digital etiquette is about. It's a teaching thing as well. It's showing children how to be respectful of others when you're sharing information about other people that they know online.
Some really interesting things to think about. Dr. Joanne Orlando from the University of Western Sydney, thank you very much.
Thank you.